Welcome to another episode of Monday Morning Wood. I'm Danny, I like to play with wood, and if you want to learn how to play with yours, follow along. Today, we're going to be making a shoe rack out of some pine 1x4s and 1x2s. Follow along and let's have some fun. A couple of years ago, I left corporate America behind in the pursuit of finding true happiness doing what I love, woodworking. The entrepreneurial journey has been a challenge, but with the support of my wife and kids, we're making it work. I've decided that I want to share the very basics of woodworking with all of you, using as basic of tools as possible, to show you that you can create custom pieces for your home as well. Follow along, I look forward to working with you. You need a shoe rack. So initially we cut these 1x4s down to 48 inches. That will give us two from each board. Uh, I stacked them here and used my miter saw just for the sake of time. You could use a circular saw, as I've done in a previous video. I was just trying to get through this one. And here we make 6 of the 36 inches. There you see I use my Craig positioning block to just make the repetitive cuts. Again, a circ saw would work absolutely fine in this instance to make those cuts. Here you see I'm making the uh, 11 and a half inch support braces. One of the things that you'll see when getting anything from a box store is the stickers that they put on here. Now you could sit here and try to pry it all off and it's going to leave a nasty glue residue. So one of the tricks is to get a heat gun. You can use a blow dryer, even a torch, but I don't recommend a torch because then you're going to actually burn your lumber a little bit. But you just use the heat gun to heat up the sticker itself, and then a little putty knife or pry bar to scrape it up. Here I just wanted to show you the process of doing it. Basically, you just keep the heat on it until the sticker itself starts to curl up a little bit, and then it should come off relatively easy. Uh, this is just a clip of me sanding everything down. After you get that sticker off, you really want to focus on getting that residue off of the wood. Otherwise, you'll have some blotchiness come through. So it's important to sand once you're done with that. All right, so I am a stickler for not seeing hardware. It's just one of my pet peeves. So I have my pocket hole jig. These are the cross braces you'll see later on in the build. This is what's going to hold the actual slats for the shoe rack itself. So I'm going to put some pocket holes on the edges of these so that way you won't see any hardware on the finished product. All right, first thing is going to be assembly of the frame itself, which is these pieces. So the slats here can get put off to the side for now. Okay, so we're going to put a little glue here. Okay. Nope. You spread it. No, spread, goofball.
This way?
Yeah. There we go. All right.
And then
Nope, 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 nope. Those are spacers. Okay, so spread it. Perfect. Okay.
it's going to be drying soon.
Yep. All right, so now
Hello.
So this is my youngest daughter. We call her baby. She did her own hair that day. Don't let anybody else tell you different. It wasn't me. But anyway, it's just going through the assembly process here. making the actual frames themselves. There's 3 of them total. And you know, she helped along the way. She actually drilled a couple of them in until I smushed her finger, which yeah. All right, so here we have our basic assembly. This will be our bottom rung, middle, top. Okay? So now we just have to repeat this 2 more times and we'll be ready to assemble the rack itself. This is exhausting. For this last one, I want to show you how warped this guy is. And basically, I'm just showing you that it's okay to use warped wood. Basically, you're going to be forcing it back, and with the glue and screws, you'll actually be holding it in place. Okay, so now we're ready to attach the slats, the racking to the shoe frames themselves. So we've got 2 laid out here. Initially we want to, since I know excuse me, thank you. Since I know we cut these at 48, the middle is 24. This one, please. So that's going to be the center where we put our center brace.
Can I get the heart at the top?
No.
Oh, I love mommy. And it's for mommy. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. Here it is fully assembled. I'm not really liking that big of a gap, so I actually put 1x2 in here, just as a scrap there, and a 1x3 here, just to see which one I like better. And I'm gonna go with the 1x3. So I gotta get 2 more 1x3s, 8 foot. And I'm thinking I might get oak and offset, you know, the color, maybe stain it a darker color, because I don't think I'm going to stain the pine. I think I'll just hit the overall, the whole piece with a satin polyurethane. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and get some 1x3s and finish this sucker up. All right, so I went and picked up some 1x3s. I was on the fence about going with like a different type of a wood to kind of switch it up a little bit, but
at the end of the day, this is literally just a shoe rack. So just went with the pine again, and it'll all get finished uniformly. So let's put these on. Hi, here's a little secret. One of the reasons I like working with select pine as opposed to any other dimensional pine that you can get is select pine is actually quote unquote an engineered wood. So what they do during the growth process of these trees is they will cut off any limbs that are about to start, and that will prevent any knots from happening. Knots are what cause wood to rot. So eliminating the rot, the possibility for rot, this is the biggest knot hole you'll probably find in a piece of select pine. So this is why I would recommend using it. You get a lot of cool characteristics with knots, but if you want something that that's not going to fall apart, get a knot hole in it or anything like that, stick with select pine, because this is as bad as it'll get. So I decided to stain it. I'm going with a Midwax ebony stain, and what fun it is. For the record, I do not recommend assembling everything and then staining. It's a pain in the neck, but what are you going to do? And for the finishing process, I ended up going with this Minwax water-based polycrylic in a gloss. I've used it a few times before, and I really like the way the finish holds up over the course of time. Uh, and, gloss versus satin, this is what I had, and I'm actually pretty happy with the decision to go with the gloss. Overall, I think it turned out really well. So here is the finished product in its place. My wife's got her shoes on it already. It actually fits perfectly in this spot. I'm really glad that I went with the stain that I did. It really just helps finish it. Like I had mentioned before, I like hiding fasteners, but in order to kind of speed up the process, you could have used, just some screws from the outside and from the top as well. That being said, it was a fun little project. I'm glad you guys followed along. We'll see you on the next one. Don't forget to get out there and play with your wood.